Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to part 3 of my sub setup series. In this series what I'm doing is taking setups that you guys send directly to me and showcasing them here on the channel. This time round it's the turn of Plushy Sugar 1, and they've sent over a build for the Viper SRT GT3R. As always, I'm going to change absolutely nothing about this build. The way it's been sent to me is exactly what I'm driving today, and what we've got here is yet another very consistent, very easy to use drift setup. But before I go any further with this, if you want to feature one of your builds here on the channel, then please get in contact. Best ways to do it is either going onto Instagram and just sending me a message, or alternatively get in contact with me directly on the PlayStation and use the Messenger app. I've had a great response to these sub setups so far, so I have got a few builds outstanding, so don't be surprised if it takes me a little while to get to yours, but I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. Now, as I normally do with these videos, I'm going to start with the challenge, and as always it's going to be at the Dragon Trail Drifter Trial, and I'm still struggling to say that. Why I picked this particular event, I don't know. I wish I hadn't, now I have to say it each time. Just like the last two videos, the rules are very simple. I get 5 minutes with your car using your build to do this drift trial over and over again. The best score from all of those runs is the one that I will record, and then obviously put that straight onto the leaderboard so we can compare it against each of the builds. Obviously it's not the most accurate way of recording how good these builds are, but it's just a bit of fun. Obviously I don't know these builds as well as you guys do, but what I always do is I spend some time with the car first. I record all the other footage for these videos so that I really have a good understanding of how the build works, and then I do this event as the last thing before I start editing. So I've got a reasonably good understanding of the car. I think it's the fairest way that I can record it, but apologies if I'm not quite as good as you guys are. So what you're now seeing is the best run I got using the Viper that Plushy Sugar 1 sent over to me. But the question is, will it take the top spot on the leaderboard? Cade held on to the lead after 2 events with a score of 10,059, so this car is going to have to work very hard to beat that score. But as you can see, certainly from that first section, this car just loves giving out the points. And as we come up to the finish line, you're going to see this Viper give us a massive score there of 10,159 points. Not miles ahead of the competition, it's all very close, but it is enough to give us a new leader on the board. So congratulations to Plushy Sugar 1, you have managed to do it. I have to say it is a very easy build to get along with. It didn't take me long to get into this at all. So what I'm going to do now is just take you straight over to the build so I can give you the settings you're going to need if you want to copy it. So for Plushy Sugar's Viper build, what you're going to want to do is leave the power level at level 1 there, and just raise it up to 102%, which is the top of what you can do at that first level. Weight reduction wise, he has taken it all the way to level 3 there and dropped it to 85%. That's going to leave you 1,096 kilograms. Traction control, as you'd expect, is set to 0, and he's gone for comfort hard tyres, both front and rear. Brake balance remains the same there at 0 as well. Ride height here, he's set to 60 on the front and 57 on the back, with a natural frequency on the front of 2.75 and 2.65 on the rear. The anti-roll bar is set to 9 on the front and 5 on the back. The compression is 55 on the front and 59 on the back, and the rebound is 85 and 89 respectively there as well. Now, very extreme camber angle here on the front at 4, and the rear is neutral at 0. Toe angle on the front is set out to 0.25 and in on the rear at 0.5. Downforce there, he's dropped all the way to the bottom, so it's 300 on the front and 700 on the back. And the differential is set to fully customised, and they've all been raised there to 60, 60 and 60. And for the transmission, what I'm just going to do is hold on this final page, because all of these have been altered. So what I'll do is I'll just leave it here. Just pause the video and make sure that you're copying it exactly as it is if you want to give this build a go. And like I said before, I found this build very easy to get along with very quickly. Obviously everyone's going to be a little bit different, you may find it a little bit tougher, but one thing I will say is once you sort of master this, it's very easy to use. It's a lovely one, certainly around Suzuka. You're not going to have any problems getting around that very consistently indeed. So far, all 3 setups that have been sent in have given us great results on the drift trial. I would just like to take this opportunity to once again congratulate Plushy Sugar 1 for taking the top spot on the leaderboard, but for how long that will last, who knows. Don't forget, if you want to submit a build, please do so through the channels I told you about earlier, either Instagram or PlayStation itself. As I always say, it would be really nice if you could use the comment section to let Plushy Sugar 1 know exactly what you think of his build. I'm sure any feedback would be welcome, and I'd love to see all your thoughts as well. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos when they first come out. And hit the like button. It only takes you a split second to do it, and it really helps these videos grow when you do. I hope you've all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all on the next one.